These are the things you realize as soon as you buy the new iPhone 17 Pro Max. Let's get into it. Number 1. The design feels amazing. The moment you unbox it, you feel unstoppable. That sleek aluminum frame, the way the edges glisten under your desk light, the smooth 120Hz display like holding the future. You tell yourself. This time they've really changed the game. Even the new camera bump looks kind of futuristic. You flip it over in your hand like a trophy, imagining everyone noticing it when you casually place it face down on a table. You swipe around for 5 minutes thinking, wow, this is so smooth. You send your first text, open Instagram, scroll for no reason, and that's it. You just stare at it, smiling like you're in a relationship honeymoon phase. For that short moment, it feels like money well spent. The confidence boost is unreal. Number 2. The excitement dies fast. The first day, you're on top of the world. You're texting everyone, taking 4K selfies, recording cinematic mode videos of your dog walking in slow motion. It's fun. After the first 48 hours, reality creeps in quietly. That new phone smell fades, and suddenly, you realize, nothing's really new. Everything you're doing, texting, scrolling, FaceTiming, is exactly what you did on your last iPhone. Sure, the camera island moved a little, and the bezels are thinner. But let's be honest, you wouldn't even notice without a ruler and a flashlight. You start forcing yourself to find differences. Maybe the screen is brighter, maybe the chip feels faster. You open 10 apps at once to check, and it's still the same TikTok and YouTube you were watching yesterday. Number 3. It's still the same iPhone underneath. You swipe around and quickly realize something uncomfortable. This phone doesn't feel new. It's faster, technically. But what are you really doing with all that power? Sending memes 0.3 seconds faster? Apple calls it their most advanced chip ever. Sure. But your iPhone 13 already ran TikTok just fine. The animations, the icons, the layout, it's all identical. You could blindfold someone, hand them last year's model, and they'd never know the difference. Apple keeps saying our most powerful chip ever. Cool. What are you doing with it? Editing Hollywood films? Simulating rocket launches? Number 4. The camera upgrade you barely notice. Apple loves to say, our biggest camera leap yet. They said it last year, and the year before that, and the year before that. You take your first photo and sure, it looks amazing. Then you compare it to your old phone, and they look identical. Maybe the new one's slightly sharper, maybe the sky's a little bluer, but you're not filming a Marvel movie here. You realize all those cinematic shots from the keynote were taken by professional photographers under studio lighting. Meanwhile, you're standing under your kitchen light, wondering why your forehead is glowing. The truth is, unless you're a filmmaker or a tech reviewer, you won't even use half of the camera's features. You'll still just double tap the screen, take a selfie, and move on. Number 5. Premium price, fragile build. Apple loves throwing around words like aerospace-grade aluminum and ceramic shield. Sounds tough, right? Until you realize it scratches if you look at it wrong. You swear you'll never use it without a case again. And boom, now that beautiful design you paid for is hiding inside a $12 Amazon case that smells like rubber. And don't even get me started on drops. Apple said it's their toughest glass yet. Sure, until it meets gravity. One fall from pocket height, and suddenly your $1,200 phone looks like modern art. Number 6. You start questioning what you really paid for. Here's the real punchline. When the hype fades, you realize this phone didn't actually change anything. You're still texting, scrolling, taking the same photos, listening to the same music just on a slightly shinier screen. You didn't buy a life upgrade, you bought a status upgrade. That little Apple logo isn't about technology, it's about identity. You could have bought a $400 Android with a high-refresh OLED display, better charging speed, but deep down, you wanted that logo. Once the initial buzz fades, you start thinking, why did I even upgrade? Because deep down, the iPhone 17 Pro Max doesn't make your life dramatically better. You realize the hype is part of the ritual. Apple drops the new phone, social media floods with unboxings, and suddenly, it feels like everyone needs one. But a month later, everyone's using it the same way, texting, scrolling. So yeah, the iPhone 17 Pro Max looks incredible, feels premium, and makes you feel like the main character for a week. Then it turns into what every iPhone eventually becomes, another reliable rectangle that does the same old things slightly better. It's not a bad phone, not at all. It's just that the magic wears off faster than the battery. If you're upgrading from a really old iPhone, sure, it's worth it. But if you're coming from the 15 or 16, all you're really buying is deja vu in aluminum form. Like the video if you enjoyed it, share it with your friend who just spent $1,300 for the new chip. And let me know in the comments what you realized after buying your iPhone 17 Pro Max.